Hi and welcome to Her Many Faces. I'm Bethany. Today we're doing a review of Wonder Woman in 1984. We are going to do this review telling you about what I like and what I think about it without any spoilers. So watch this. Okay, that makes you really dizzy. Why can't getting dressed in the morning always be that quick? Alright, let's get right into the movie, shall we? This is going to be a no spoiler video, although I will make another spoiler video right here, so that if you have seen the movie and want to discuss some of the issues or things that you liked with spoilers, make sure you click this video. All the things I liked about Wonder Woman 1984. The really cool thing was that Wonder Woman came out on Christmas Day, so I was able to watch this movie on Christmas, which was like a Christmas present to me. I love any movie that has a period time, like a time period. Well, all movies have time periods, but I mean specifically a time period that I like, such as the 80s. I love the 80s. It was such a fun time in fashion. All the clothes are really fun. I enjoyed seeing all the ideas they had for the new bad guys, the new good guys, and just the regular background people. Like, I would enjoy just sitting and watching all the people in the background and commenting on things that they're wearing because it was just so fun. Even the way they color treated the film itself reminded me of watching Superman, the old movies, which I really, really love. I enjoy that feeling of getting taken back in time because I daydream about time travel all the time, and being able to sit down and watch a movie and feel like you're really taken back in time, that's an exceptional thing to do, and I think that Wonder Woman 1984 did a really incredible job of bringing us back to the 80s. Alright, another thing that I really, really, really like is Chris Pine. And Chris Pine delivered a really fun, interesting character for this series. And because we're not giving spoilers, I won't give into the temptation of telling you any specifics, but I really enjoyed Chris Pine's performance. I found him funny, engaging, endearing, and just a person that you'd want in your life, and I found their chemistry of being a couple far more viable than in the first one, and I really enjoyed the fact that we actually got to see a relationship, because when we watched the Justice League and she's still hung up on him, you don't really understand why. Yeah, it's the first guy you've ever seen, and yeah, he helped you through some things, but we didn't really get to see any full extent of a true bonding relationship that I thought warranted the level of love loss she felt in the Justice League movie. So this was really nice because if this was canon, which I'm assuming they're making it canon, then that experience happened, which made her still stuck on him a little bit, a lot more believable than just, you know, some guy you met in the first war that was kind of awesome. I mean, yes, I get it, it's Chris Pine, but also meh. One of the other things I liked is the way they developed a new bad guy. Pedro Pascal, I hope that's not a spoiler. If you look at IMDB, you're going to see his name there, but I won't go into any details on what his character does, but I felt like his performance was really enjoyable. And since most of us have seen him acting with a mask, actually seeing his face instead of in Mandalorian was an exceptional experience because he's such a talented actor and he's so enjoyable to watch, and you can really tell that he loves what he does, and that is definitely brought about in this specific character that he plays, and I really enjoyed watching Pedro Pascal come to life in this comic book series. Another person I truly love is Kristen Wiig. That's all I'm going to say on the matter, because if you watch the other video, I'll go into great length of how I truly feel, but I liked seeing her, and I liked her as Barbara, and I liked her as Cheetah. I really loved the costumes in Wonder Woman 1984, especially Wonder Woman's costumes. I really felt like her costume in this 80s version was a lot more shinier than in the Justice League and in the first Wonder Woman movie that we saw previously, what was it, 2-3 years ago? I felt like this costume fit the time of the 80s because it was like bright and shiny. On top of that, if you did see the poster, you get to see that gold armor. I won't give anything away about the gold armor, but the gold armor is freaking epic. I hope to see, once we get cons again, a lot of people building the gold armor at cons, because honestly, I was just living for that moment. I was living for that costume, and I'm so glad the art director and the designers put together something so epic for us, because it definitely delivered as far as the ooh and ah of what that whole warrior's outfit look like for Wonder Woman. What I feel like you should expect going into this movie is a heartfelt movie. It's a movie about becoming the best version of yourself myself, humanity, obviously love, and I think if you're looking for something super action-packed and very violent, this is not going to be that. This movie I would rate a 7 out of 10. I'm comparing it to all DC movies. I enjoyed this one about equal to the first Wonder Woman, so if you liked the first Wonder Woman and what that had to offer, I think you'll like this one too, unless the reason why you liked it was all the war stuff and the action, because this one does not have as much action as the first one, which is a little bit of an upset for me personally because I watch comic book movies for some crazy action and I did not feel delivered on that, and that's probably why this movie lost so many points. I would say that I'm a harsh critic, and I would say that right now I am giving a lot of leeway to this movie because I am a DC fanatic. I watch all of the animated and love the animated series. I haven't read too much of the comic books, but I do play the Injustice games, and I love the lore. I think that the women characters in the DC universes are my favorite by far compared to Marvel, so I'm always gonna stand DC because that's where my babes be at, and that's who I like to roll with. So I will be a lot more kind to this movie just for the sheer fact that they have me, because they're dealing with content that I absolutely love. This movie cost $30 with Google Play or Amazon. I do recommend purchasing this movie, supporting this film by purchasing it. I did enjoy it as a movie. I thought it was a fun ride. I would probably watch it again even just to see if there's any Easter eggs or things that I missed. So I do recommend watching this movie with all the preamble that I stated. Another reason why you should be watching this movie is so you can click on my next video that has all the spoilers and we can have a deep, at-length discussion about our favorite and worst parts of the movie. So I am a stan. I say go watch it. I hope that you watch the next video because you watched this movie so I can get another outfit change. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. We'll see you on the next video. Bye!